Hey, g'day people, it's Matt here from Matt Carves. We're going to carve with this tiny little burr today in steel, wood and plastic.
And on the box, this burr says it's 2mm across, but it's actually a tiny little bit less than that. It is 1.91mm across, but I think that makes it even better. So let's have a look at how it carves wood and what I use it for. And I use this burr mostly to sort of like tidy up my carvings. You can sort of see the pupil is a little bit sort of like crooked there, so I'm just going in and lightly touching it with this burr. It's got a real nice consistency on the surface. And if you wanted to gain more control, you can actually lower the speed of your Dremel. Now, I have done a video on Dremel speeds in the past, and I will leave a link for that in the description to this video. And this burr is great for getting to those tiny little spaces, that part underneath the cheek. It's a little bit messy, so I'm just going to smooth it out with this burr. Now I use this burr a lot at the end of carvings just to go around and sort of tidy things up. I find that's sort of mainly when I use it the most actually. I think the key is to sort of like going over your carving at the end is do it really lightly and just go over it with your diamond burr and take out the rough patches. And a tiny little bit of shaping as well. Now I've been experimenting with wrinkles lately, and I find one of the best ways to do it is use like quite an aggressive kind of pointy edge to it and put in the lines and then take the lines out to a sort of like a point where you like them. When I say aggressive, that's not that aggressive. These are inverted cone burrs, and I've done a video on that one as well. It's one of my favorite burrs to put lines in. Let's put another couple of lines in, and then I'm going to show you how to take them out and look a little bit more natural. Okay, so you can sort of see the lines there that I've made on the forehead and going up from the nose. They don't look that great, but what I do is I'll go in and I'll sort of like work the edges of those wrinkles until sort of like the harsh edges are taken off, and it almost looks like skin rounding off into the actual wrinkle. You can sort of see it forming there. And let's tackle those two top wrinkles up at the top of the forehead. Now they look pretty bad at the moment, but we're just going to round them off like we did with the ones in between the nose. And sort of, it's a matter of sort of like keeping on doing it until it looks good. And if it doesn't look good, you just wipe it out and start again. Or you could just put it in again a little bit deeper. What I like to do as well is sort of like taper the sort of wrinkles off at the ends. And I found this burr great for sort of like carving your name in the back of carvings. And sometimes you can sort of go over with a pencil and then go over with that burr. If it was really hard wood, I might do it in with a cutter burr. But this is great for sort of like soft to medium woods. And there's a little bit of freehand writing for you. It's very easy once you get used to it. Well, it depends on the wood though. Sort of like if you're carving oak, it might be a little bit harder because the grain sort of like fights against you, but this is a very consistent grain in this one. And you can sort of see me just going over and getting the fuzzies, getting rid of the fuzzies on the outside, just with a little bit of sandpaper. That's the easiest way I find. And there you go. Now I'm carving plastic here, and you might want to do this on your tools and all of those kind of things. You can use your Dremel to sort of engrave things so you know they are yours. So if your friend borrows them and you go around to their place and you see your name on something, you can go, yeah, you can give that back now. But with this, I wouldn't go over with sandpaper because it will scratch all the plastic up. So I'm really lightly going just on the edge to get rid of the little fuzzy bit that's left. Okay, so let's just speed this up a little bit. Well, quite a lot actually. But you could probably spend a little bit more time tidying up that. But that's good enough for me. And you can put your sort of name on your favorite tool or your hammer or anything like that. This is, I guess it's quite hard steel because it's a hammer. And there is a plastic coating on that, but this is going through the plastic coating as well. And there you go. There's your hammer with your name on it, so it's not going to get lost. And I put a little bit of wax on that, and so that filled in with the wax. And there is a carving that I did last time, so haven't you seen this video that I made this leaf on, check that out right here.